Now we're beginning with the news of Lewis Hall of Newcastle United. Manchester United is very, very interested in signing Lewis Hall of Newcastle United. In fact, they are exploring a move. They want to make a bid. Manchester United values Lewis Hall for £40 million, and they see him as a potential replacement for Luke Shaw, whose contract will be expiring come June next year. Now, let's tell ourselves the truth. Lewis Hall is an exciting young left back. He's just 21, and he's a kind of explosive left back Manchester United with. He's good in defense. He is quick. He can attack. He can do almost anything a modern fullback can do. So this particular news excites me very much because I feel Lewis Hall is a kind of defender, left back Manchester United need to sign this summer. And for the fact that he has been asking to leave Newcastle United even before the sacking of their coach. Now, the sacking of Edu Howe have given him much, in fact, is another advantage to Manchester United because some players, especially Lewis Hall, will want to leave Newcastle United now that their manager is no longer there. So Manchester United is exploring a move to sign Lewis Hall. Sky Sports have reported it, Samuel Locos have reported it. So United is seriously interested in bringing Lewis Hall to Manchester United. This one is the transfer that we all should be looking at, so we should be expecting better news as the day unfolds. Now, there is a twist in Tchouaméni deal. Remember earlier this summer, Tchouaméni signed new contract with Real Madrid, even though Madrid have not officially announced it. But Aurélien Tchouaméni committed his future to Real Madrid, so he signed a new contract. And you know, Manchester United have been a long-standing admirer of this young man, this French guy. So Tchouaméni have been a long-standing target for Manchester United. But earlier this summer, he signed a new contract. Mourinho wanted him to stay. But with Real Madrid now pushing to sign Rodri, the gap is now there. It has been opened again for Tchouaméni to leave Real Madrid. So Tchouaméni is likely going to leave Real Madrid. Could he be the third midfield signing Manchester United have been waiting for? Or would Manchester United look elsewhere? This is the 1 million questions so many Manchester United fans have been asking. Manchester United have been delaying the third midfield signing for quite some time now. So we are like thinking probably they are waiting for Rodri to sign for Real Madrid, and they will now go with a bid for Tchouaméni, who is likely going to leave Real Madrid with the signing of Rodri. So this twist and this transfer saga will never end until the last day of the transfer. To me, Tchouaméni is a good player, but if Tchouaméni is going to drag us to the beginning of the season, I think we should look elsewhere. Manchester United should look elsewhere. There are other alternative midfielders that we can sign, which probably people might not know about them, but they will come to United and do very, very well. So Tchouaméni to Manchester United is still open, and we are still hoping that maybe something good will come out from that deal. Now, there is a secret midfielder Manchester United is targeting as an alternative to either Tchouaméni, Carlos Baleba, or Alex Scott. Yes, Manchester United have identified an option. Could these deals not happen? They have identified a secret alternative to these big midfielders that they have been targeting for quite some time. Now, Manchester United is ready to sign Tyler Adams of Bournemouth if the likes of Tchouaméni, Carlos Baleba, and Alex Scott fails to arrive at Old Trafford. So Manchester United is ready to divert their attention to Tyler Adams of Bournemouth. The United States midfielder have been a target of Manchester United, a secret target. So Manchester United is keeping him as an alternative. Could these deals not happen? So the secret midfielder Manchester United is targeting is Tyler Adams. Now, Tyler Adams, so many of you might not know him. Some of you might know him based on the fact that he plays for Bournemouth, and you might not know if he's actually good or he's actually a good player for Manchester United. For me, I think he's a shrewd option. He will be a shrewd addition to Manchester United. He's a good player, no doubt. But if he will change, if he will be a long-term successor to Casemiro, that is what we cannot tell. But he's a good player, no doubt. But coming to Manchester United is a different ballgame. Playing for Bournemouth, playing for Leeds United, playing for the United States, though he has captained the United States, is different from playing for Manchester United. I'm not saying that Adams is not a good player, but could he be the right fit for Manchester United? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. But Manchester United have identified him as an alternative, a cheap alternative to the likes of Tchouaméni Alex Scott, Baleba, and etc. So the secret midfielder Manchester United is targeting is Tyler Adams of Bournemouth. Manchester United values him at around £40 million. No doubt he's not going to be as costly as what other clubs are calling for, the likes of Baleba and the co. So we'll see how it unfolds. As the day goes by, we'll continue to bring to you transfer news concerning Manchester United as it unfolds. And let me announce this, that Yuri Tielemans have just resumed his full training with Manchester United. The new signing arrived yesterday. He cut his break short and came back yesterday, and he has started training with the boys today. So Yuri Tielemans is training with Manchester United, and we are likely going to see him against Atletico Madrid tomorrow. So stick with us in this channel. We'll continue to serve, we'll continue to bring you news about Manchester United, about everything football, because this is Football Nation and we are in this mission together.